I was born in Poland in the city called Łódź. It was the second largest city with a population of almost 260,000. We had a nice apartment. I had my own bedroom. My grandfather had his own business. It was a chemical business. On the 3rd of September 1939, Britain and France declared war on Germany. So within 6 weeks, the whole of Poland was occupied by German troops. The day they came into our town, our city, everything changed. First of all, no Jewish child was allowed to go to school. No Jewish teacher was allowed to teach. It didn't matter whether he was teaching in a Jewish school or a non-Jewish school. He wasn't allowed. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, nothing. They weren't allowed to practice their professions. And every morning we used to get up, new decrees were coming out, posters up. No Jew is allowed to travel on public transport. We had trams there. If they caught a Jew, they realized he was Jewish, the way he was dressed, or with a beard, they slung him off the bus, irrespective whether the bus was stationary or moving. If they found a Jew walking on the pavement, they cut his beard off. If they were near a shop, they went in, got a bucket of water, made him wash the pavement, just to humiliate him for no reason. And of course, hunger started because there wasn't much food to go around. The farmers, Polish farmers, were frightened to come into the city. In November 1939, a poster came out, every Jew has got to go to a designated area. We were left with about 150,000 people. There was enough room, maximum, for about 20,000 people to live normal life. We finished up, the three of us finished up with one solitary room, no bathroom, no toilet, no running water. Wanted to go to the toilet, you went downstairs. Wanted water as well, you had to go downstairs. Can you imagine 20 below zero? So by April the 4th, it was completely surrounded by barbed wire. You couldn't get in, you couldn't get out. Beating didn't worry us. The amount of time we were beaten, it didn't matter because, the pain goes away and you're right. Hunger never goes away. And a lot of people were dying from starvation, disease. In the morning they came with big lorries. And we had to go down, downstairs. And they took me and they slung me onto the lorry. When they slung me onto the lorry, I looked who was there. There were babies, there were children, there were old people, disabled people. And I thought, they're going to take us to the nearest woods and shoot us. And I jumped off the lorry. Now that's where my luck was. First of all, the lorry was moving. And secondly, the guards were inside the yard. Had they seen me, they would have shot me. There was never a question, stop or I'll shoot. In the evening, I went back to where we lived. After a few days, we went back to work, and they had took all those people. Nobody heard a thing of all those people that left. Not a sound, not a letter, not nothing. We assumed they killed them somewhere and buried them, because in them days they didn't have crematorium, they didn't have gas chambers. They said, we got the people in the metal factory, if you want to go to Germany to work in a metal factory, they'll take us. When we came to the railway station, the first thing I said to my grandmother, I can't see any trains. She said, they're standing in front of you. I said, they're cattle trucks. She said, that's all there is. Anyway, they opened the shutters and we had to get in there. They packed us in. There was no way you could sit down. Can you imagine a boy of 14 hoping people should die so he'll have room to sit down? What has become of me? After a few days, unfortunately, there was more room to sit down. We're traveling for another 3 or 4 days. One early morning, through slits of the truck, I could see the word Auschwitz. I didn't know what it meant. Underneath it said Oświęcim, and somebody said, oh, that's a little town near Krakow. They opened those shutters. They told us to leave our luggage, our suitcases, and we had to get out, jump off from there. Can you imagine children or old people or disabled jumping off a truck? Most of you have been there that are here tonight, so you know where I arrived in Birkenau. And those people that had to go through the selection, so they were pointing right, left, were old people, disabled people, and also children, and also women holding children. For some reason, we don't know why, maybe because we were going to Germany to work, they didn't tattoo the numbers, but I had a number. And I looked at myself and I thought, I've got nothing now. My grandparents, I haven't got. My parents, I didn't have for a long time. I got no possessions, nothing. I haven't even got a name. All I am is 84,303. I cannot thank the British people what they did for me. Those boys that liberated me, that gave me my life, but not only my life. I've got 2 daughters, 6 grandchildren. 8 months ago, the greatest thing happened. A great grandson, you know, for a Holocaust survivor that's lost almost everything. Having children, grandchildren, you know, when I look at them, I look up to heaven and I say, you see, Hitler did not succeed. He might have killed 6 million of us, but he did not succeed. You approve. 3 of my grandchildren already visited the camps, you know, and I tell everybody, you can read a book about it, you can watch a film about it, you can even hear a Holocaust survivor talking about it. But you cannot imagine till you've been there and you come back. Everybody I met said to me the same thing. If I live another 1,000 years, I could never forget what I have seen. People ask me, why do you do it? I mean, you're an old man. You'll be 84 in January. Because I feel I owe it to the people that haven't survived.